Yo, Elliot! Hey, we got a question from our buddy that goes to Texas Tech. Apparently he's a really smart kid, or so he says. And he's starting to talk to chicks in college and stuff. The problem is he gets really nervous and he's shaking in his fucking boots. He just doesn't know how to deal with the situation and approaching women. So the very first thing is, this is not your typical strength question, but I'm doing a little experiment here by answering these types of questions on here because it's all contributing to be a stronger version of yourself, and energetically and physiologically this all contributes, right? So our friend who's very heady, right? Remember that term. Very heady wants to know, well, first of all, he says, Elliot, I've used a lot of your bioenergetic deep breathing exercises and things of this nature, breathing into the balls and stuff like that. And it's cool. This is, his head working. It's really cool. That stuff is great, but I want something to fix my head, right? He wants to get in his head. The problem is that you're too much in your fucking head already, and you're using your head to attack your head even more, so there's going to be even more energy up in your fucking head. You're way too heady. The attitude associated with being very nervous, where the head is literally causing muscular restriction within the body so that you can't breathe deep, right? Because I can tell you right now that you're not breathing deep. You're not breathing deep when you're in a situation with a woman, right? So that's causing you anxiety when you approach her to go and talk to her. But if you did get with her, you'd bust a nut before she got in your pants, dude. You would be totally premature ejaculating all over the fucking place because of all the physical restrictions, rigidities, neurotic holding patterns throughout your entire body, that there really isn't a softening of the body that will allow you to move with the flow, with the dance of conversation, much less sex. Right? So you got to get out of your head. And the way you get out of your head is not playing more fucking head games, which I know you want. You're a smart kid. You're winning. You're in Texas Tech, probably getting a 4.0 because you're all in your head. You literally have to get out of your head and back into your body. When I say breathe into your balls, it means you've got to reduce the neurotic holding patterns, the muscular rigidity of the muscles in your jaw. That's why I tell you to do this. Your shoulders, neck, your heart, across your chest, your belly, and your pelvic floor. When you breathe into your balls, that means your entire body is relaxed. All of the neurotic holding patterns associated with restriction in each one of those areas I just described, which all happen to be extra respiratory muscles. When you breathe into your balls, all those muscles are relaxed, and you can bring the respiratory wave down into your pelvic floor. And that means you are grounded. And when you are grounded, you could move from a place of grounding. You are far more in control, right? Think about premature ejaculation. You're out of control, skeeting all over the place. When you're talking to a girl and you're mumbling and bumbling and then jiggling and all that shit associated with being nervous, it's because you're not in control. You need to get your energy back down into your balls, the balls of your feet and the balls of your gonads. So my approach, my invitation to you is to approach it the same way that I have been sharing with you guys in all of these videos and videos on my other channel, and I'll continue to contribute more on this channel, and associated with breathing into your balls by stretching your extra-respiratory muscles, using the bioenergetic stool that I've showed you in other videos where I'm holding it and you lay back on the stool, open up the muscles here by breathing deep and stretching them across the stool. Also, the best, I'm gonna do it right here for you guys again, so you can't say Elliot Hulse never showed you. The best, in my opinion, not even my fucking opinion, it is the best exercise, stretch for opening up your extra respiratory pathways. I'm gonna give you a two-step approach here. Is the bow, right? And I've showed you this. I'll show it to you real quick again. Depending on where you're most rigid, if it's up across your chest and you know that because your posture looks like this, or if it's in your hips because you look like this, you want to place your hands in the respective place. So if it's more across the chest, you want to get your fist up real high, lean back, open your mouth. I even sometimes take my hands and put over my head. That causes even more stress, and you'll see that my body's going to shake a lot when I do it. opening up the extra-respiratory muscles and deepening the breath. Or put it down by your hips. I get real restricted in my hips at times too. So I'll do it like this, my palms on my ass, or fists, and it'll look like this. Right? So what you're doing there is you're opening up the extra-respiratory muscles so that you can breathe deeper, so that you can calm the fuck down, right? So you can talk to chicks and bone without busting too early, right? That's really what you're doing when you're talking to girls and you can't control yourself. It's like, dude, you just busted your nut, right? You might not have leaked out into your pants, but you're busting your nut. You're out of fucking control. Opening up the extra-respiratory pathways. Opening up the respiratory pathways with stretches like that is going to support you in grounding your energy, right? That's step one. Stretch the muscles and breathe. And you're going to notice that you're vibrating when you do that. You notice that even the sound in my breath when I do this. You can hear the vibration. Vibration supports breaking up the neurotic holding patterns. So, besides just stretching and breathing, what you want to do is actually vibrate. There are two types of vibrations for the body that's going to help ground you. The first one, I'll show you. I'm going to take my shoes off. And it's merely bouncing. You know, I've done videos on my other channel about this. It's merely just bouncing, doing this. You're massaging the muscles, you're relaxing the nervous system. And when you vibrate that way, you relax the muscles that are restricting your ability to breathe deep. Do that, right? And the other thing you could do, so I would take a three-step approach. Do the bow, shake and vibrate after you do the bow, and then do some deep resonating sounds, chanting, that would sound like this. That sound, right? You could say Om if you want. You don't have to fucking say Om if you're superstitious about it. You could say whatever the hell you want to say. But you need a deep sound that you feel vibrating deep into your bowels. You notice how deep my voice just got, right? The deeper your voice, the more grounded you are, generally speaking. You know, it's all very subjective. So after vibrating, or even use sounds that help the vibration, like la 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 la. All of those contribute to opening up the extra respiratory pathways, deepening your breath, grounding your energy so you can stand your ground, and you will be far more attractive to the opposite sex, and you won't be a two-pump chump. Good luck with that, dude. Do it before you go out at night. And right, if you see a chick coming, right, before she comes, just do a little bit of. You'll know that you're grounded because your throat will be a little bit more open, and you'll be speaking a little bit deeper. Slow down your words. Speak from a deeper place down into your balls. That's where you want to speak from. And that will ensure that your energy is calm, cool, collected, and sexy. Talk to you next time.
Yo, Elliot,